Hello everyone, this is Amanil from Analytics. In this video I will take you through the ACC template that we'll be using for 2013 annual planning cycle. So this planning template has 5 worksheets. The first one is the IMP template sheet, where the actual planning happens here. This sheet has 10 outputs, 8 work streams and 8 activities. The second sheet is the ARP template. In this template, most of the columns are auto-populated from the IMP template, while the activities that are populated in the IMP template will have 12 budget lines under each activity, and the actual budget breakdown happens here. The next two worksheets, which are red shaded, are list of references. The first one is list of account codes, budget codes that are used for ARP system. The second one is list of mandate areas and ACC output for your reference. The last worksheet is the ACC project output mapping. This is based on the based on the previous planning, which is the 2012 planning, where we have mapped each project output with ACC output and outcome for your reference, so that it can help you to map each project output with its counter ACC output or outcome. So please make sure to go through the instruction sheet, so that we can avoid iterations and errors. So going a bit into detail of the worksheets or templates, the IMP template has multiple columns. So please note that the cells that are auto-populated are locked and marked as auto-populated at the top of the column, while cells that require input from project teams are shaded yellow and have descriptions and examples at the top of the columns. So to go quickly across the columns, the first one is the output, work stream and activity column. This is used this is locked and is used to navigate across the rows of the outputs and the work stream and the activities. The second one, the description column, is has cells where the project teams will input the output, work stream and activities. The next three columns are ACC output, ACC outcome and mandate area columns. So the ACC output column has a list drop down list of the ACC output. So project teams are expected to select the ACC output that maps with the counter work stream they are planning for, and then the ACC outcome will auto-populate based on the input in the ACC output column. The mandate area also has a list of ATA mandate area drop-downs, which are the 4 ATA mandate areas, and the project teams are here also expected to select the mandate area that maps with each work stream. The other columns will be, we have the weight column, where we will put the weight of each output. So summation of the weights we give for each output should sum up into 100%. So you can use the H3 cell to check whether the weight we give for each output sums into 100 or not. So if they don't sum up into 100, this will show as error and will be red shaded, so we can check using this. The next columns, the column K and L, are the start date and end date. So this will be we input the date, the starting date and the end date of each output, work stream and activity. The remaining columns starting from P up to Z are columns similar to IMP system, where we will assign or input owner, updater, approver of each output workstream and activity, and also we will put annual targets with quarterly target breakdown and also monthly target breakdown for the first quarter. So this is what the IMP template looks like. Going into, let me delete this one, going into the budget ARP. So most of the columns here are auto-populated based on the inputs from the IMP template. So the activities that are populated in the IMP template will come here and auto-populated in the orange colored columns, and under each activity we will have 12 white rows where we will insert the budget lines, and the actual budget breakdown happens here. So let's quickly look using an example. So as mentioned earlier, let's have under the output, let's say we have output 1 and output 1 workstream 1 and activity 1 under the workstream 1. So after populating this, we are expected to select the ACC output for each workstream. So let's select randomly one of these, and the ACC outcome will auto-populate. And under the mandate area, we are also expected to select the mandate area for each workstream. So the weight will be given at output level, and then we put the start date and the date, and we'll also assign the owner, updater, and approver. So let's see how this is captured in the ARP template. So let's select the team. Let's say it's horticulture team under ACC vertical. So after populating this, if we looked at the budget ARP template, we can see that we have the workstream here under the orange color, while we have 12 additional rows for the budget lines. So after we get those activities, then we have the columns starting from A up to I are auto-populated from the IMP template. So the next column that's expected to be populated by project teams is the level of breakdown. The level of breakdown means the level in which this activity or the budget line we are expecting should be broken down. So we have Warada original level breakdown. So this is a drop down, so project teams are expected to select at which level this cost driver or budget line will be broken. Then we have the account description. This is also a long list of drop down where we have the account description that is for ARP purpose. So where the project teams are expected to select one of the account descriptions that is related with this cost breakdown level. And then we have the cost type column. The cost type column is a kind of more specific description of the account description, since we can have multiple cost types under one account description. So for example, if we look at into the account descriptions, for example, let's say we have have training and workshops. So under training and workshops, we might have different types of cost drivers. We can have per diem, we can have transport costs, so the cost type is a kind of a specific description of the account description. The unit measure is this is the unit we are trying to measure. This can be participants, strings, equipment procured, constructed, infrastructure, or similar kind of measuring unit. Then we have the quantity. The quantity is the number of unit measures we are planning. And then we have the days. The days column is mostly relevant for trainings, workshops, field days, and similar activities. So for cases where this does not apply, project teams should just put a 1 in each cell. Then we have the next column is the frequency column. This is the number of events or the number of events in a year we are expecting this cost driver will happen. And then finally we have the unit cost or the estimated cost of each unit measure. Then the total budget will be auto-populated based on the inputs from the previous columns. Then the next columns are the quarter breakdown, budget breakdown. So this will be the budget breakdown for each quarter. So this should be aligned with the start and end date of each activity and budget estimation. So the remaining columns are auto-populated based on the inputs from the previous columns. The last important column will be the remark or the budget holder justification. So this is a column where the budget holder or the planning units can input a remark or a justification for each budget line they populated. So this is what the template looks like.